Hello, hello. Happy Tuesday. Okay, so it's snowing like crazy outside right now. And it is just coming down like crazy. So we are going to do a glammed in session. Haha, get it instead of snowed in. But I did venture out to get my coffee. Thank goodness the Dunkin' Donuts is just around the block. But that's when I realized how much snow we had. We're going to play with palettes today. This is palette number 4. Thought this would go nice with the colors. We're wearing gray and gold because it's so cold outside today. A girl's got to stay warm. So reason I'm playing with palettes also is to, one, show how amazing they are, but two, we've got a new palette coming out in April, and that will be Lucky Palette number 6. So I figured, let's play with some palettes again today. I used, was it palette 1 or 2 yesterday? Oh no, I lied. I used palette 3 yesterday. Yesterday we did purples and such colors. So today we're going to do these colors instead. So see, total opposite. So if you guys want to see, you can check them out at my website, what I'm going to go ahead and pin here on the bottom. I don't have, I should have put some moisturizer on, but my skin's not too bad. I don't have anything on right now except for my brows. So we've got to do primer and everything. I just figured save a little bit of time to have my brows done beforehand. And once we get everything else on, we can shape them up a little better. I realize, and I am 100% aware that they're not even, but they're never fully even. So we just kind of roll with it. So I'm going to pin my website at the bottom real quick while some of you are popping on. When you get on, please say hello. Let me know if it's snowing where you're at. And if it's not, I'm jealous. Okay. Oh, yay. I spelled it right. Pin you at the bottom. Okay, so if you see that red live button right up around there in the corner, that means I am still currently on. So please say hi, chit chat with me, give me some hearts. Deep breath, some thumbs up. Anything to let me know that you can hear me okay, you can see me okay, and I'm just going to get right into it. So as always, I'm starting with my Touch Glorious Primer. Makes my makeup stay all day and makes my skin feel like silk. So you don't need a lot, just put this right on. If you have, which you should be moisturizing anyway, but sometimes if you need a little extra, just go ahead and put your moisturizer on before this step. My skin is pretty hydrated right now. We've been taking good care of it, like, religiously. It really does make a difference. When I start kind of going, like, I'm human, it happens. I run around like crazy. And sometimes, you know, you're just tired and you don't want to do your skincare routine. It only takes a couple minutes. Makes a huge, huge difference. I'm going to bring this right down onto my neck just so when we blend, the color is there. I'm going to go ahead and share this out to my other pages super quick. Hopefully that, me and my fingers crossed, I'm always just hoping. So if anybody else is on, they can watch it on there as well. Sometimes when I'm on, it's like a little bit slower. There it is. We're going to share it out to my regular page and my VIP page. Share. Oh, no, wrong one. Jeez. What am I doing? Share. Am I on the wrong page? Oh no, I'm on the right page. I thought I was on my wrong page for a second. I don't know what it's doing. I don't want to share it to there. Very odd. Facebook, what are you doing to my life? Oh, I didn't scroll down far enough. It pops up on the top, and then it'll also pop up underneath. I don't know if it's for everybody's, but for mine when I see it, so that's why I just didn't go down far enough. Huh. Why is it not wanting to share from this? It doesn't like me. We're just going to copy link because that's just the easiest way to do it. If you ever can't share something, click the 3 little dots in the corner and hit copy link, and then just copy it and paste it to whatever page you want. It's a little trick for you. Little Facebook trick that I've learned along the ways. There we go. And then I'll show you what I do. So let me turn it this way. Let me just pin it first. Hold on. You gotta. Now it's not gonna work. So you paste it, and you're gonna see all these like letters and numbers and stuff. You don't need those. Just delete those right out, and then it'll be just the video. Share you, and then maybe from that page it'll let me share it to the other one. But since how I already have that page copied, let me just go into my VIP group real quick, and we'll put it in there too. VIP. If you're not in that group, go ahead and add yourself in there, or if I need to, I'll accept it. Some people have been able to add themselves, but I think that's because I sent them a request. Because Facebook booted a bunch of my people out. It was not very nice of them. I don't know why Facebook does what Facebook does half the time, but paste. Such is life. Such is life. All right. Publish. Now we're good. Just going to close right out of both of those. I'm going to see if my mom's on. If my mom's on, I'm going to invite her. Might be my dad on. Come join me on my live. I'm on now. We'll see if that'll work. Oh, my life, not my live. Jeez, I really can't type. Close enough. She'll know what it means. It's fine. All right, let's get this going. You guys probably don't want to sit here and watch me add things, but you can go ahead too. If you want, just click that button on the bottom and you can add any of your friends as well, or transfer it to your page so they can see it. Super appreciated. Okay, so we are all set with our primer. Prime your face. Base to your face. Prime it, prime it, prime it. All right, and we're going to go in with BB cream like usual. It's my fave. And I'm going to be mixing the two together just like before, just so we can get the exact color that I want to match my skin tone. So I'm mixing honey and bisque together, and not as much as I did yesterday because I wasted product. I don't like to do that. That should be enough. Just mix it together, and then we're going to apply it all over our face. Anybody else who's really dry too, or especially this time of the year when you get dry, just get yourself some BB cream. BB cream is going to be like your lifesaver. Anybody, I don't care what kind of skin tone you have. If you have skin, you can use BB cream. All right, let's get this out of my way. Out of my way. All right, we're going to just put this all over. And the more moisturized your skin is, super, super important to moisturize. You're going to get a better application. But you're going to want to make sure you grab yourself some primer first. Everybody should be priming their faces. Those of you who have wives or girlfriends or anybody, the collections are huge. People love to get those for presents. Valentine's Day, you could probably still get it in time. Or you could get the Kudos, which is the, I call it the Valentine's Day palette. It's really the beloved palette too, but it is for Valentine's Day. And that comes with a blush and an eye brush, a blush, and your palette. So those are great too. And you can get express shipping on those. Or you can do an IOU and give it to them when it gets in the mail. Whatever you want. So we're just going to keep buffing this in. Blending, buffing, whatever you want to call it. Stipple. Let's get it everywhere. And I've noticed that I don't need as much either since I've been really taking care of my skin. I fall off the wagon sometimes too and forget. We're human. It happens. Switch your end of your brush to this side so you can get close around any areas that you want to be more precise. I like to put it right underneath my eye and go as close as you want. I'm kind of just tracing around my brows and sculpting them out for any errors that I may have made. That's why it's nice to do them ahead of time so then I can go ahead and fix them with this. think I got too much product today. So BB Cream Beauty Balm. It's a tinted moisturizer. Be the best thing you ever put on your skin. It's like, it's going to have a dewy finish because of how it is, but if you grab yourself one of our powders, you can do the Touch Mineral, or this was the, I think this is just the Touch and Touch Mineral. They're basically almost the same, just you have different shade choices. That's going to help to really, really, really keep placement of your product, and your makeup's going to last all day. If you really want your makeup to last, you need a primer. You're going to need a powder, like one of these, and you're going to need setting spray. Those 3 items are huge, huge essentials to getting your makeup to stay. So if you're not using those items, could be a reason if your makeup's not lasting all day, because I get asked all the time, how long does your makeup last? Do you touch it up? I don't. It lasts all day. The only thing that I might touch up if needed is my lips, but that's depending on which item I'm using. Now, if I'm using a lip stain, it's gonna stay all day. It'll probably be there the next day. Like, that stuff stays forever. We went to, I did a video on here, it was a couple weeks ago. We were going to Awake, calling hours, whichever you'd like to call it. And I used, which one did I use? I used a Splash liquid lipstick, and I used the setting powder on top of it. And I was like doing these. I'm a lip licker. I'm constantly going like that, even though I know it's not like the best thing in the world. We all have our little habits. That whole entire time, and even through eating food, drinking, everything, it was still on. Still on. I was like, I was even impressed, because that's the longest period of time that I actually kind of watched it. Just get your neck. And I was really impressed. I was like, oh wow, okay, like it really does last. The lipsticks are very creamy. You could do the same kind of thing and put that over top if you want. Doesn't give it the same effect, I don't feel, so that's one that I do touch up. I'll just pop it in my bag or with me and be good to go. All right, I'm gonna do just a teeny bit more on my forehead, up near, ooh, no. Or drop stuff, that's okay. I got another brush. I got another one. It's a little close to my eyebrow right there. I'll brush it out in a minute. Okay, blending bud. I like to really get around my eyes and make sure it's really set through there, because that is going to also help with your eyeshadow. All right. Oh my goodness, it's still snowing. My kitty is in the window watching the snow. He's so cute. He wants to go outside, and I don't know why, because it's so cold. But for some reason, he still wants, I don't know if it's like watching it, but he doesn't really want to go out. He just wants to go to the door. Now, if it was nicer, he'd probably want to go out, and I don't let him. He's an inside kitty. He's too precious. I don't want somebody to steal him on me. I would be heartbroken. Okay. And I put my contacts in for you guys all today so that I don't have to constantly put my glasses on and off. Just some days I just can't. But I figured today, why not? Let's make it an easier day. I know that looks funny. I'm not really pressing into my eye. I'm just kind of rolling it. Okay. I think we're good. Okay, so that was our 2 BB creams mixed together. You can just use one. You don't need to mix them. Whatever works for you, or if you want more of a coverage, just mix your concealer in it. And these things last forever. I'm not kidding. You're going to get months and months and months out of the supplies. I'm still using, you're going to get years out of like these. These palettes, you're going to get years out of them. They're going to last forever. Okay, so I got everything laid out. I'm going to go in with my dark powder. And we're going to contour off face. Maybe. There's the pink one. Where's the other one? There it is, right in front of my face. Okay, so grab yourself a little bit of powder. Find your cheekbone. And you're going to just put this right here. Minus, you know, your hair and your face like me. But it's fine. It's okay. And just do the same thing on this side. And it's going to be a bit darker, but you're going to blend it after, so it's going to be okay. So for a little bit, we're going to look like we just, you know, are playing with dirt, like we're 5 years old or something. We're going to have dirt on our face, but we're going to make it all come together. Let's get my hair out of my way. I like to go right up into my hairline, so you don't want to turn and if somebody looks, you've got like a line here where it stops. So you really want to make sure you blend all the way up into your hairline. Oops, it closed on me. I'm going to do just a little bit down the sides of my nose. I don't really even know why I do that, but I do feel like sometimes it helps once we get everything on, almost like makes everything just a little more, whatever you call that. Take a little bit on the bottom. We're going to blend it all down. And just blend it right back through. By doing your jawline, you're going to give yourself a slimmer, more narrow effect so you can shape it how you want it. So go with the shape of your face. Okay, now I'm going to go in with Hermosa, which is our middle shade. My hands are so soft. Hold up. There we go. Helps to open it from the right side. That's this shade right here. So you do have some shimmer and regular. I just kind of mix it all in and just get it all together. And we're going to place that right on top of that solid dark shade that we did. You don't have to use just the dark. You could use either or. I like to mix the two together. I like the look that it gives. But by all means, you don't have to have both. Just kind of play around with it and see. I like a sharper line right here. So that's why I add that darker color in as well. All right. So then we're going to work with, let's see, today I pulled out Lustrous and Benevolent. So this is Benevolent. It's just a nice highlight, and this is Lustrous. So I'm going to play with those two, and then I think those are also look really nice with the colors that are in our palette today. And we're going to probably use this one, and the one on the end. So that one right here, this one right there, and then this one. Look, I planned ahead today. You guys proud of me or what? All right, I'm going to go in with the, actually I'm going to use the same brush because it already has the same similar color to it. We're just going to get that product off of there. I'm going to go in with Lustrous first. And we're just going to put that right on top so it just gives it a little bit of that rose goldy shimmer. And we're not doing like pink today or anything, so it's keeping it kind of like we're bronzy sun-kissed. And just pat that lightly on top. We're going to cover it up and blend it, so don't freak out that we look like we're playing with dirt on our face, because we're going to fix it. I'm just going to take a small fluffy brush like this. Actually, nope, I lied. I'm going to take the solid end of this brush, which is our contour brush. You have two ends. I'm going to use this end But I'm only going to use a little bit of like, minus the fuzzy, just kind of like the side edge of it. I'm not going to place it this way flat. I'm going to kind of go in at an angle. So I'm just going to place that product where I want it. So this is Benevolent, which is hard to see on here, but it's just like a nice highlight. So we're just going to kind of go in at an angle and put that right there. See that little bit of highlight that just gave compared to here? And we're going to do the same thing right here. I'm going to bring this one right down my nose, across my nose, and then whatever product is left on it, I'll put through here, but I'm not going to add more because I don't want it to be super, super bright there. Alrighty. Those are going to be right there for a second. While my lips are there, I'm going to take my eye primer. I'm going to put it on my eyes and my lips. Whoops, and that's a lot. So be careful when you squeeze this one. For some reason, I find the eye primer comes out like really fast. It's okay. It's fine. But I'm not going to need that much. So, where's my brush? I'll just take this one. This is fine. So I'm taking my concealer brush, and I'm just going to put that eye primer all over my lid. Got way too much. Way too much going on. I'm going to bring it all the way up underneath my brow. This is going to give you a really great surface too, and your makeup's going to pop a little bit more. So I really want the gold color that's in here to really, really pop. And this brush is like, honestly, the perfect brush for concealer and for putting on your eye primer. It's just that right texture. I don't know, texture is the word you want to use, but it's really good for getting right up to your brow bone, and it goes on so smoothly. Just add a little extra over here because I got some. I'm going to put this on my lips. You're probably thinking, why is she putting eye primer on her lips? Well, let me tell you. Just like your eyes, it's going to give you a nice soft flat surface, and your liners or whatever you put on your lips is not going to fall into the cracks or creases. Don't use your face primer on your eyes. That's not going to do it for you. But eye primer will. So I'm going to just take that last little bit I have and just kind of put it over here in case for some reason I need a little bit more. Instead of wasting it, I can come back and use it. So I'm going to let this sit and dry on my lips. This is pretty much dry. So now we're going to go in with our eyes. I'm going to go in with, I think I'm going to do Honest, which is like this grayish silver color. I'm going to do that, I think, on the outside. And then I'm going to put Secretive, which is this gold bronzy color, on my lid. And then we'll see, I'm going to use probably Tender underneath my eye if I need a little bit of color there. We're just going to kind of play around. So we need you. We need you. We need you. And we need you. I'm going to make sure all my product is off first because I don't think I did that yesterday beforehand. So we're going to just remove the product from these real quick, and we're going to have new clean brushes without product on them so we don't transfer purples or whatever color from yesterday that I used onto our eyes today. These things are a lifesaver for in between doing your makeup so you're not getting colors. I used to do my eyes and I was like, why do I have this color there and this color there? Because I still had the product on my brush. Like, duh. I just wasn't thinking. I wasn't thinking. But now I know better. So I'm going to share those tips with you. I can't talk. Maybe I need more coffee. Oh my God, it's so delicious. Iced caramel latte. Anything with caramel. I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay, so I'm going to take my fluffy crease brush. I'm like, what is this called again? fluffy crease brush. And you guys love my little sleevey arms today. It's cold out, so oh my god. I'll show you outside in a minute. When I get done, I'll bring you and show you what kind of snow. I didn't think, I'm looking at it going, oh, that's like nothing. I grew up in the snow. This is fine. It was way more than I was expecting. Way more. Not very happy about it. I was like, what did I say yesterday? I was like, that damn rodent. I thought he didn't see a shadow and we were supposed to have an early spring. I thought I was really hoping the snow was over. But it's not. So, all right, I'm going to take this. And we're just going to kind of place it on the outer corner. And I'm going to go in with my crease brush real quick so I can get a little more precise to get that angle in here. So I really want to keep this shade kind of to the outside like that. And it's not super dark. You can make it darker, just add more. Cheerful is kind of like a nice, I'll show you. It's like that blue-gray color. So I might grab a teeny bit of that. Just wipe it off. I always have a thing next to me. I might take a teeny bit of that and put it in the corner too, but I'm going to start with the color that we have. I'm going to go back and forth between these two brushes to kind of just place it where I want it. There we go. So just kind of do it in a V. I'm going to add a little bit more on this side. I need to find my angle shaded brush. That would be really good for this too. Because it gives you that, like, if you tilt your brush, you're going to automatically get that V. So I'm just going to go ahead and blend that out real quick. I want that to be blended this time before I place the other color so I can see how much of it I want. Blend out this side too, because I think I may have put a little extra on this side compared to the other. There we go. We'll drag that over a little bit higher. So it's not super dark. I think this one is just a teeny bit more right there. Remember, don't freak out until you get your other colors on too, because you won't know exactly what it looks like. Deluxe brush. Going in with that secretive color. I'm going to place that right on the lid and almost blend it right over into what we did just by placing it. And then you can just keep patting it on. And if you want it to pop a little more, or maybe in just one spot, take a little bit of that. Sorry, my nose itches again. Just take a little bit of that, which I might do in a minute, and place it at the bottom, and you're going to let that color pop even more. So we're just patting it where we want it, and then we'll blend it out. Okay, like so. And that eye is just a teeny bit darker. Okay, now we're going to take our fluffy blending brush and we're just going to blend it out. Because we don't want to get or have any harsh lines. So you can still see that gray is on the outside a little bit, but how it blended in now to that color. So my gray is here and then the rest blended out. blend it out, girl. Blend it out, blend it out, blend it out. Just keep blending, just keep blending, just keep blending. See that cheek color though? Like, I've been kissed by the sun. That's what I feel like. Wish. Minus the snow. I live in the wrong place. I am not a snow cold person. I like the hot, 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 hot sun. Well, I love it when I can be near water. I still like would still take the heat over the cold though. I don't like to be all bundled up layer after layer after layer. It drives me nuts. I always say it's like my body's claustrophobic. I'm a flip-flop girl till the day I die. And if I'm not in flip-flops, then just put me in my bare feet. That will work too. Okay. So we are blended out. I'm going to use Tender, which is kind of this neutral cream shade right there. I'm going to use our, oh, that's the liner shader brush, but that's not the one I was thinking. I'll find it later. It's the angled brush. That's the one I'm thinking of, but this will work for what we're going to do right now. We're just going to put this right there. See that difference that made to separate? So pretty. I'll probably put it in the corner of my eye too. Yeah, let's. You think so? Yeah. Yeah. Look what that did. Wait till we get our eyeliner and everything. Our eyes are gonna pop, 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 pop. I look like crazy because it's so bulky, but it's so warm. And it's got a hood, and it's got pockets, and it's got buttons. Everything that I love. Pockets, buttons, and a hood. I'm all about the hood. All about it. Okay, so we're going to do the same thing on this side. And another thing that this does too, if you have a couple little hairs that maybe you didn't get or you didn't see when you tweezed, this will cover them up. Or if they happen to stand out even more, makes them really, really easy if you get to tweeze them real quick. Okay, back to this. I'm just going to give it a quick little blend. See how that just lightened it up? And we're going to do, hold up, wait a minute. And my lips are dry now, so we'll be able to put on our lip color. Just blend that in. And then just do the same thing right here. Just give it a little blend. Don't you beep at me. Don't you beep at me. That's okay. We'll just unplug this. Everything's beeping at me. Okay. So it's nice color without even looking like we have too much on, but I am going to take that dark color that I showed you, that cheerful color. I'm going to pop a little teeny bit. Right on the outside. See what that did? And we're going to blend it. Don't worry. We're still going to blend it. It's going to make that outer corner pop just a teeny bit more. And we're going to blend that out as well. I'm keeping that only to blend it on the outer corner because I don't want it to go anywhere else. So see how that just darkened that up and now it kind of fades into the rest? So just take your little brush and just blend it, and the brush is going to do the work for you. It will, it will. See that difference? Okay, I'm only going to take, I believe I'm going to just take the one color and I'm going to bring that underneath my eye. And that color is going to be the gold. Maybe we'll put a little bit of that darker one on it, but let's not get too carried away. I'm liking the goldy tone. Oh, hi, kitty. I'm just kind of sweeping that underneath. It's so funny because I never ever used to put the color underneath my eye, because I would when I got started, and I would get to this point and I was like, whoa. It's because I didn't trust the process. Once I started trusting the process, I was like, oh, okay. You look crazy until you get the rest of your makeup on. Then you don't look so crazy anymore. Oop, I hear snowplow. I think we're pretty even right there. Might need just a teeny bit more of that. We'll just blend it in together. Okay. I think we're going to leave it for now. If I want to put that other color on, we can always do that when we come back. Oh, this hair. Good God. I'm telling you. That'll probably be my screenshot right there with me messing with it too. It's growing though, because the roots, that's how, I mean, it's growing. So at least I got something. I got roots, but it's growing. Okay, now I'm going to go in with my pressed powders. I got Poplin and Crepe. I'm going to use the lighter shade underneath my eyes and then the rest all over my face. I'm going to just take my little blending bud. And I'm just going to put that right there. See the difference already that just that little bit did? Lightened it right up. And I'm only coming to like right there because I don't want to go over what I just did with my shadow. Okay, do the lighter shade right there too. And you're going to see how it's all going to blend together in just like 2 seconds. This is Poplin. So it's taking that darker color we did and it's literally just blending it out. Go right over those eyebrows that we did. And now you can still see our contour with that highlight we did, but now it's not looking like we were playing out and, you know, in the sandbox. All right, this hair, it's because I keep messing with it. It makes it look worse than it is. So let's just tuck this baby behind our ears until we finish, and hopefully it'll stay there. Okay. There we go. Put that over there. I think for lips, we're going to probably use my favorite, which is Spray. Oh, that's sneaky. That's not it. I grabbed the wrong color. Or, I'm always using those same ones. Let's see what we have for this. Maybe we can find one of these to use. All right, let's see. Let's check this one. I'm trying to find one I don't usually use, but that's not going to work. We're not going for red. That's not happening today. That's too pink. too red. Still too pink. Ah, Fortunate. We could probably use that. I love Fortunate. Let's use Fortunate. You guys have seen it, but I haven't used it in a while. Like, this is so pretty, but just, it's not the color for today. I mean, these colors are absolutely amazing. And even though these don't stay as well as some of the other ones we have, I gotta tell you, they are one of my favorite. And the reason that they're one of my favorite, oh, Ambitious, look how pretty that is because they're just so creamy, the texture, and they don't, oh, Loaded is nice too. All right, which one should we use? I think I'm going to go with this one. I think the brown, darker color is going to go a little bit better. That one's nice too. All right, so we're going to use Fortunate. And I'm going to grab my pencil. That is in Prim. Give it a quick little sharpen. Oops, pieces are flying. We'll fix that later. We're going to line our lips. This is a eyeliner, but we're going to use it as a lip liner. It's my favorite lip liner. And just line your lips with it. Oops. Overdraw a little, it's okay. It's fixable. Okay. Now we're going to take that color, which is right here. Look how pretty that is. That is called Fortunate. You can see the bottom, maybe. It's Fortunate. And then show you how pretty it is. Sorry, it's hard to talk and put this on. Love, love, love that creamy texture. Pretty, right? And if it's too dark, you can take a concealer, which maybe I'll do at the end. We'll see what time frame we're on. You can take a little bit of concealer and dot it into press, whatever, into the center and ombre out your lips. And that's really pretty too. All right, so I'm going to go in with my usual, my black eyeliner, because I really love it. Oops, or break it off like I just did. That's fine too. So we're going to sharpen this one also. Jeez, I'm really just making a mess. This eyeliner sharpener is horrible. I need to get the unique one again. It seriously makes a huge difference. Okay. Bah. Stuff everywhere. Thank goodness for makeup remover wipes because, oh shit. That little piece of eyeliner just went all over my desk. I have a white area here, so probably not the smartest thing to have going on. I'm just going to press this because I feel like it's a little pointy, and we already know I poke myself in the eye all the time anyway, so I don't need any help with it. No help needed. Okay. We're going to line. Sorry, I'm trying not to look right at you, but we're going to go ahead and do our water and tight line. See what difference that makes? And we put our mascara on, that's what really makes, but it's also like, look how much more blue. Here, let me do just one eye. And we'll see how much this makes my eye pop. You see the difference between that? Some eyeliner. I always feel like having eyeliner on really just makes me look more awake. There we go. And do the same on this side. And then we'll go ahead and put our mascara on. And a lot of people say, you know, my mascara or my eyeliner runs. What is it? Well, one, it's probably the one that you're using. This never runs. And two, it's where you're placing it. If you're placing it on your eyelashes, it's gonna probably run a little bit more. I don't know because I don't put this one there. I do it right in that waterline, like right on it. That's where I'm putting mine. And it's connecting to my lashes, but I'm not putting it on my lashes. I'm not going here and putting it like that. I'm putting it right in that waterline. And then we're just going to fill this baby in up here. And see that difference of our eyes? And we're just going to do the same over here, just to add a little bit more. Because sometimes I feel like one side gets more than the other. There we go. And now when we put our mascara on, our eyes are really going to pop. But I feel like, look how much more blue that just made my eyes. They look really light blue today. My eyes change colors. They change colors. It's pretty cool. I used to get asked all the time, do you wear colored contacts? Nope. I actually won a bet. I want to say it was out someplace, and somebody said, wow, your eyes are so blue, because sometimes they are like really, really bright blue. And I was like, oh, thank you. And they're like, you wear contacts? And I go, I do, but they're not colored. And they didn't believe me. So we made a bet. And I, right then and there, I just I took my contact out. And I won. I think it was like 20 bucks. 20 or 30 bucks. Because they did not believe that they were my eye color. I was like, why would I lie about it? See how pretty that lip color is? And look how smooth. Minus that right there. Look how smooth that is on my lips right now. And that's from putting the eye primer, not the face primer, the eye primer on my lips beforehand and letting it dry. Okay. Oh, holy sweet baby J. It stopped snowing for a little bit. It's really fluffy snow, which is nice, but it's sticking. Not so nice. Not so nice. All right, so we're going to go with my bottom lashes first. Get right to that line. So it really fills them in. And then get right into that root line. You guys are probably sick of me saying that, but it's so important. And then you just play with that product that's on there and just keep pulling your eyelashes. I almost said eyeballs. Just keep pulling your eyeballs up. It's fine. just keep messing with them. Look at that. Not so bad, right? My eyes now are popped. And it doesn't look like that eye makeup that I put on now is so dark because we put on the eyeliner, and then once we get this on, I'm going to just kind of pull a little bit to the side because I really like to get those little baby lashes in the corner. And I think it makes a huge difference because now my eye looks so much bigger and open rather than stopping right here. I just kind of pull lightly to the side and get right into those little lashes too. And that's one coat. I mean, you just saw me do it, so one coat. I just went over it a couple times, but that's just the pulling the length and everything to them. So we're just gonna dip back in here. We're gonna do the other eye. Oops, and a fuzzy. And a fuzzy too. Okay, so the lipstick I have on will come off on your drinks and stuff. Like here, it's gonna come off. You could put powder over them as well. I've done that before. It is gonna fade your color a little bit, but it's gonna mattify it. So it's personal preference. When I mattify them, they don't move. Oh, get it on your contact too, that's okay. And then just kind of get it, really wiggle it, or whichever way you like. I kind of set my wand and like press it in and then I pull up. Some people like to really wiggle. Whichever works best for you. As long as you're getting right to that lash line. And you can just pull up and down like this, but I do like to blink a lot because it feels like it really gets right into those lashes and then like extends up. Just whoosh. I'm crazy, I know, it's alright. I don't mind. If you want to be crazy, just come hang out with me. It's good. It's fun. We'll have a good time. I have a couple people that are considering wanting to join, and I know people get scared. Or my one friend from work is trying to save up the money. I didn't have the money really either. I mean, it's $100, but $100 is $100. I get it. But I told her, I was like, now is the time. If you can even borrow that $100 and pay them back when you make your first couple sales, I promise it's going to be worth it. So I'm really hoping she gets back to me. Also, because there's so many things going on, and some I can't discuss without being a presenter or on my team. And I want her to be included. I want everybody to be included, but you have to join. You have to join. And I always say, what's the worst that's going to happen? You get stuck with over $300 worth of makeup and decide it's not for you. Okay, but you still get $300 worth of makeup and no commitment. No commitment whatsoever. I'm just taking the product that was left on the brush, and I'm just kind of playing around because I like big lashes, and I cannot lie. I found that in a coffee cup. Oh, I should have just bought it, but sometimes I don't understand why people want so much money for a coffee mug. But it was really, really cute. It was white and pink, I think. And it said, I like big lashes and I cannot lie, instead of the I like big butts and I can't lie, not lie song. Maybe I'm aging myself for those of you who don't know it. I feel bad for you. You need to go look it up. So I'm just kind of playing around with these lashes. Like I said, I like a lot of lashes. I want them to be seen across the room. And usually they are. And that's usually how I end up selling mascara, is because people see my lashes and they're like, what do you have on? And when I tell them, I usually don't just tell them. I usually pop it out of my bag because I have one with me. And I usually go, oh, it's this. It's Epic Mascara. Let me show you. And it's right here. And I show them the wand because it's the wand that makes the magic. I mean, the mascara too, but the wand is what gives you that curled effect and like, well, the mascara too, but the wand, you got to have the wand to do the product. If I gave everybody samples, which I could send out samples of it, you're not going to get the full effect because the wand, it's magical. There we go. See that length? Look at those babies. Get yourself some lash serum. Get it, girl. If you get the kit, you get it in your kit. It's huge, 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 huge. Come and play with me. You can earn trip bonuses, car bonuses, cash bonuses, Y cash, certain presenter gifts. The list just goes on and on. That's not why I do it. Those are bonuses for me. I do it because I love makeup. I love skincare. And I would rather work for myself taking selfies and doing makeup and the things that I love that to me is therapeutic and get paid for it. Like, that's a no-brainer. That's a no-brainer. That is a no-brainer. I'm looking right now for less hours because I have this and I'm going to keep going with it. And then eventually we'll see what happens. But I got nothing but high hopes and dreams. Dreams that are become reality, not just dreams. Not just dreams. Okay. Do you want me to ombre out my lips and show you what that looks like? Why not, right? Just grab yourself your concealer. I want the velour. There it is. So I'm going to just kind of smush it up and shake it a little bit. And I'll show you what to do. Do not need a lot at all. That's why you got to shake it really well because it is kind of watery right there. But that's just because it's mineral based and I just didn't shake it enough. Usually what I do is I really kind of give it a squeeze like this and then shake it. Just to really mix it all together. Okay. Make sure I don't have anything on my finger. And you do not need a lot. See that teeny little bit? That could even be too much, but this is what you do. Remove the fuzzy. You're going to just kind of warm it up between your fingers. Okay. I don't know what that is. Hold up. Hold up. Okay. See what that did? So apply again. And then I'm just going to dip into what I have on here. Take this out of my brush. Clean up any areas around it. And see what that did? We ombreed it, so now it's not quite as dark as it was. I personally like the dark on that one, which is different because usually I'm more of like the let's stay in the safe zone. But I'm stepping outside of the box. Like, I never used to do my makeup all like this. I just play with it in practice, and I come on here like, what, 5-6 days a week? I do have a challenge that I'm joining. You guys are going to be seeing me every single day for 30 days. Are you ready? So if there's anything you guys want to see, I have a couple ideas of a few things I'm going to do and a few things that I actually said a while back that I was going to do and then I never did. Like the Sharpie challenge. I'm going to do that because I haven't done it yet. to do, I got a few things. I don't know if I want to give away all my little secrets yet, but what's this little piece of hair doing? Let me see what that, oh, look at it. It's getting long enough that I can start to, not too bad, just messing around. This is what I do. So I'm just doing it with you. Aha, God, I love that coffee. So that's how you ombre a lip. You can do it with any color you want, and it's just a teeny bit of concealer and just dab it in the center, and you get that whole ombre effect. You can't even see it probably quite as much as what it really is in real life, but it's really, really, really pretty. I suggest you give it a try. Just show you. That is it. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. Oh, I forgot yesterday. I got off and I couldn't believe that I didn't even say anything. So, I know that there are some people that have friends. I have some. Long story short, all my videos are on YouTube. So, if you guys have anybody who maybe doesn't have Facebook or anything like that, you can just type in my name, Sharisa Knight. And every single one. So, as soon as I get off here, I'll go upload this video to YouTube. I did that. It took me about a day and a half to get them all on there. So, all you need to do is type in my name, and it's CMK, do it with sass. So, you'll see the, it's got hands with glitter, and it says that right in the center, and it's also the background on my All This Glam page right now so that people know which is which when they see it. So, please go like, follow, and subscribe on that channel as well, and if you're not following on this one, just go ahead and touch my nose, or I don't know if it'll do it when the video's over and not live, but just please hit that follow button. And I think it's like a little bell or something on here as well that will give you notifications when I'm on. But I'm trying to get my following up a little bit more. So if you have any friends that you think might be interested, you can just send them a little like request link and they can come and follow my page as well. But I totally forgot yesterday when I got off of here to mention that I'm also now currently, well, I was on before and I just kind of didn't do it for a little while and uploads changed and I figured it all back out again. So every single video that I have on Facebook, there's like 100 and, well, I think this is like 105. All my videos are now currently on YouTube. So you can go ahead and watch them on there as well if you don't watch them on here or if you have somebody that's not on Facebook. So I really appreciate you guys being here. Thank you so much. Take a look at my website, play around with it. Any questions you have, just message me. All products used today were all unique items and everything is hypoallergenic, naturally based, and amazing for your skin. So I love you guys. Thanks for being here. I'll see you on the next video. Bye.